think the people that had an impact on me didn't just make me a better player, but also a better person. Things moved quite quickly, but I just jumped on a call with Amy and she told me the ambitions of the club, and I wanted to be a big part of that. At the end of the last season, it was very frustrating because we came so close to promotion, which is obviously the ambition at the moment of this club. I love being with family. That's probably a really common answer, but I just love spending time with family and friends. I love country music.
Love that.
Hopefully have the opportunity to represent England again. I was fortunate to do that growing up as a youth. So to have the opportunity to do that coming around as an adult would be great.
Well, Shannon, how's your day been so far? How was training?
Yeah, good. Just a light session on a Tuesday to reintroduce us to the week, but always fun.
Take us right back to the beginning. Where did your love for football start?
I was actually quite a late bloomer. I was 9 years old, which is funny because when I talk to the girls, a lot of them were like 3 or 4. But I actually was just kind of kicking a ball around the field locally, and I got spotted to go and trial for Watford. And we turned up and we thought there was a fake going on, and we didn't realise that many girls played football because that was back in 2009, so it wasn't really a thing. And I trialled, got through to the next round, and fortunately I made it to the final trial and I got accepted. And that's kind of where it all began. So I started at Watford Centre of Excellence, and then I moved on to Oxford, and then I moved on to Middlesex, then Arsenal, before heading out to the States at LSU.
Talk to us about your time in the States, because it seems like, you know, you look at the England team at the minute, so many of them have gone through the collegiate system. Just how important was that for you and the experiences that you had there?
Yeah, I always talk very highly of my experience at LSU. I think the people that had an impact on me didn't just make me a better player, but also a better person. And I think that's, like, money can't buy that. And I'm so happy I did it. And I would urge people to do it again, because that opportunity won't be around forever. But then again, saying that, the game has changed so much here back home in England since when I went back in 2018. So there's a lot of opportunities for girls now coming 18, whether they want to take that route or go pro, which is amazing growth for the game.
And then you joined Blues initially on loan last season.
Yeah.
How did that first conversation come about?
It was late January, actually. It was quite late towards the end of the window, so things moved quite quickly, but I just jumped on a call with Amy and she told me the ambitions of the club, and I wanted to be a big part of that. And yeah, then I think a couple of days later I was here taking photos and had signed, so it moved quite quickly, but I knew as soon as I was on the phone with Amy that I wanted to be a part of the club.
And then you delivered one of the club's moments, I think, of the season, that screamer against Sheffield United. Talk us through it. How many times have you watched that since?
Yeah, I think a lot of the views are probably my family on TikTok just watching it on repeat. I think that's faded a bit now, though. Obviously it was about a year ago, so maybe I can do it again sometime soon to jog people's memory, but yeah, it's a good memory to have here. Well,
incredible moment. And then, of course, flash forward to the start of this season, signing permanently, one of the first signings of what was a really exciting summer for Blues. How did those conversations then come about this time round? What was it that made you want to sign on here permanently?
I think obviously the way the season ended at the end of the last season, it was very frustrating because we came so close to promotion, which is obviously the ambition at the moment of this club. Short-term goal, and then obviously the long-term would be to sustain that in the WSL. And I think just because we came so close, I wasn't ready to give up on that, and I know the club definitely wasn't, and that's an ambition that holds very strong personally and as well within the team. And like I said, I wanted to be a part of that again. 3
games left at home, obviously 9 points available in that time. How important is that St Andrews crowd going to be in getting you over the line come the end of, or the middle of May?
Yeah, I think we've said it before when we've had interviews as a team, but the crowd really are the 12th man for us, and we're lucky that we have some really loyal home supporters and also some great supporters that travel to watch us away. And we're very grateful for them, and we're fortunate that we have that. And just hopefully they can keep showing out, because if we can continue to build the fan base, and if we can achieve what we did at the end of last season with the crowd, that would just be incredible, because I think that's a moment that all of us will never forget in our career.
Of course, that's not the only thing that's on the line. A big FA Cup clash coming up as well. The leaders in the WSL, Manchester City. How excited were you when you saw that draw, that ball come out that linked you with City? Yeah,
I mean, we're very happy, like you just said, that it's at home, so we can get our home crowd, and hopefully that'll be a great day out and a great event for the supporters. And like I said, there's a fine line between positivity and complacency, and we're feeling positive going in there. We don't want to, obviously we're the underdogs, that's obvious because they're the league above, but who doesn't love an underdog story?
Absolutely.
And why not us?
Absolutely.
We just need to control what we can control and be positive on the day, and and hopefully we can pull through.
And of course, this is a club that has so much rich history in the competition. How much did you feel that coming in, of course, seeing the pictures that are plastered all over the walls of the FA Cup?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we all know that the club's done it before, and it would be unbelievable to be able to do that again, especially with a great season on the league, running alongside that, to be able to have a great run in the FA Cup and just keep going. That would be incredible. And
talk to us about Shannon as the individual. What is it that outside of football gets you up and going? What I like to do.
What
do you like to? Yeah. Who's the Shannon behind the baller?
I love being with family. That's probably a really common answer, but I just love spending time with family and friends. I love country music.
Love that.
At first, I was a little bit embarrassed to tell people that. I thought it might ruin my street cred, but I mean, I was an OG country listener. Now all these new country fans are jumping on the bandwagon. I was there in the start. I love cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to cook. So that's kind of coincidence that it's in the name.
Yep.
But yeah, just spending time with people, having a good time, not taking life too seriously, travelling. I love to travel when we get the opportunity to do that.
And what are your long-term ambitions as a footballer? You're still so early on in your career. What do you see your career being like going forward?
I mean, short term, obviously, getting promoted with Blues would be incredible, and long term would just be to play in the highest league, play at the highest level. Hopefully have the opportunity to represent England again. I was fortunate to do that growing up as a youth, so to have the opportunity to do that coming around as an adult would be great. But I mean, like I said, I just take it day by day and focus on what's in front of me.
Well, Shannon, it's been great to catch up with you. Best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Thank you.